What's up, guys? It's VapeTrek with VapeTrek Reborn, and today I'm touching on a topic my buddy kind of brought up to me about mech mods. Why do I still use them in 2019? Should you consider using them in 2019 going into 2020, and are they still dope? Well, we have a lot to talk about. Let's find out. So first things first, my backstory with mech mods. I started vaping when I was 18 with a regulated device. I eventually got into mech mods because I liked mech mods. Back when I started vaping, the most wattage you could get out of a mod was 100 watts. Mech mods, you can do more. That's why I got into them so heavily way back when. I still use them today as a daily driving mod. My daily driver for a full year was my Ripper and my V-God Pro Mech 2, which I eventually wore out. The copper contacts eventually arced too much, and they eventually stopped firing for the most part. But yes, I use mech mods almost on the daily. Now, obviously, this is for people who use mech mods. If you don't understand Ohm's Law, battery safety, coil building, etc., learn that before you even consider getting into mech mods. I'll be touching on all that in the next video. But as for people who know this shit already, I use mech mods because, for one, you cannot customize a mod, a regulated mod, as much as you can customize a mech mod. Take an Arcless, for example, you can choose any resin color you would like, if in stock, that is. Take the Purge B2BV4, since I mentioned that in my last video. Go watch that, by the way. With that mod, you buy it, and it comes with copper and magnets. Copper contacts and magnets, right? Maybe you don't like copper contacts and magnets. Well, you can switch that. You can make it silver contact, silver spring, silver contact magnets, silver spring, copper contact. Choose. It's up to you to decide what you want to do with a mech mod. Another reason I use mech mods in 2019, going into 2020, and I will continue to use them, is the same reason a lot of people still drive manual cars. Hate to say it, automatics are fun, but manuals are just a little bit cooler. Obviously, I took a long time to learn battery safety, Ohm's Law, build safety, etc. But when it comes to being a manual vapor, with the mech mods, I think they're just downright fucking cool, They can be as small as you want. This is actually a decently small mod. You can get them as big as you want, like the Ripper, the overpowered 30mm. Or if you really want something more classy, you can even get something super light, brass, and gold, like the dot mod Petri Light with the Petri Light RDA. You can really pick what you want. Do you want gold on your mech mod? You can do that. Do you want silver, platinum, copper, silver? Change this, change that? You can do all that. With mech mods, the possibilities are fairly endless. That's why I love them so much. I see mech mods are a dying breed, and that saddens me because mech mods are so damn cool. You can't get the customization on a regulated device. And when you start using mechs and learning about mechs, you learn so much more about vaping in general. You can't buy a mech mod and not know Ohm's Law and battery safety. Well, I mean, you could. You may hurt yourself. Again, talk about that in the next video. But as long as you know your shit, they're so customizable, What build do you want? What spring do you want? What magnets do you want? What type of switch do you want? Do you want resin, copper? Do you want gold? Do you want silver? You pick. Every part of a mech mod is pretty much customizable to your liking. And that's what I love about them so fucking much. I say if you use regulated devices now and you're used to using mechs before, try them out again. You may not have touched a mech mod in a year or two because you thought they were dying. Pick up a mech. Real shit. They're fucking great now, and they're getting better by the year and the day. There's always new innovations with the switches, the threads, name it. We're always innovating, which makes the mech mod community so diverse and so vast. It's super cool to own a mech now, especially when people ask you, what are you using? Most people pull out a Drag 2, an Aegis, a Drag Mini, whatever. Name any regulated mod you can find mass production. When you pull out, say, a Purge, a Kennedy, a overpowered, name it, Arcless even, no one's seen this before. Most vapors have not even thought about these in years. They're still a thing, and they're very reputable. With Purge and Kennedy and all the other companies leading innovation of mech mods, really consider it. Another reason I use mechs is because how tiny they are. Yeah, they're super small. They fit in your pocket. Be careful with the pocket stuff. This one has a recessed firing switch. It can't be pressed in my pocket. Keep that in mind. Some mods are not exactly pocketable, or you have to lock them to put in your pocket. That's fine. Please be aware of that. Obviously, if you're using a firing switch on the side, like the slam piece, the side piece, the stacked piece with the side fire, you can't put that in your pocket very easily. Obviously, I know that, so I'm not referring to those. But for the typical mech mod with the switch on the bottom, they're tiny enough to put in any pocket and go on with your day. Will they use battery way faster than a regulated device? Yeah, that's true. You'll go through a battery way faster than if you use a regulated device, but the perks you get from using a mech mod are astounding. For one, obviously the gene chip in the Vupu Drag 2 177 has a really, really good response time. Supposedly still the fastest on the market. I don't have proof of that. I'm taking a guess of what they say on that one. At least it used to be the fastest firing on the market. You know what's still faster than the Vupu Drag 2? A mech. There's no chipset for the electricity to go through. There's no this, there's no that, no zigzag bullshit. Here, you press the button and you got vapors. And when you're used to actually using drippers like I am, with the Goon 1.5 and the Drop RDA, etc., you're used to having an instant ramp up, an instant hit. Maybe not instant ramp up depending on your build, but an instant hit. These don't give you that instant hit. Close to it. I'm not going to lie about that. Very close to it, but not instant. You know, instant is a mech. Regulated mods are very close. I think the DNA is probably the closest to instant. I'm pretty sure they still have the best fire rate, which I'm not sure about the time to fire, but I know it's stupid low. So is the Drag 2, stupid low. But you still have a delay, at least a little one. With a mech, you don't got no delay. Obviously, there's a lot of safety that goes into having a mech, and I can't emphasize that enough about safety. But if you are versed on battery safety, Ohm's law, building, and you really want to get back into, you know, old school traditional vaping with mech mods, I would say this is the best time to do it. Mechs are still cool in 2019, people, going into 2020. I get it. Pod systems right now are all the rage, but I gotta say, I'm not a pod system fan. I like my mech mods. I like my Arcless, my Dot mod, my Ripper, my V-God. Gotta get new contacts for it, like I said. I like my mech mods. And get this, if you don't like, for example, the tube mods, you can still get parallel boxes and series boxes. Even today, people still make parallel boxes and series boxes. There's a little bit of mech for everyone, baby. You know, it's super cool. You can really pick and choose what you want in a mech game, in a regulated game. You kind of see something you kind of like and you pick it up. You know, you can't really pick and choose. With a mech mod, pick it, choose it, build it. Rip it, wick it, do your thing with it. It's pretty sweet. If you have any questions about mech mods, please leave comments below. I'm going to get my next video up in the next day or two, which is going to be about battery safety on mech mods and mech mod safety in general. Feel free to check that out as well if you're new to mech mods and want to learn about them. Always, always, always enjoy your holiday season, no matter what the hell you celebrate. I don't care where you're from, what you celebrate. We're a vape family. We're all good people, man. Enjoy your holiday season, if it is your holiday season. Because of what I celebrate, Merry Christmas to all people who celebrate Merry Christmas. And for everyone else, Happy Holidays. Vape track the fuck out.